Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited Live. How is it going, everybody? We are here. It is March 31st, Friday, only 2 days before WrestleMania. So let's see who's joining us in the chat so far here on the live stream. We've got JKF Vlogs, Uploads, Random Shows. We've got Jason Sakes, I hope I said that right, Demon Gamer 88, Sarah Smule, Rith Thing, Crazy Wrestling Reaction, Fasolaman 2. How is it going, everybody? What's going on? Who is hyped for WrestleMania? I know I'm excited for WrestleMania. Tonight we've got the Hall of Fame show. Tomorrow we have NXT TakeOver Orlando. And then on Sunday, they culminate everything with WrestleMania 33 live from now it's called Camping World Stadium. So, hey, excuse me. Let's see. We've got top 5 list CC. We've got Ricardo Y. Who else is here? K Faber. What is going on, guys? I just want to say that if you haven't seen, we do have a GoFundMe page, gofundme.com/helpupgradepwu. We are trying to raise funds to get a new computer, get a new webcam so we can be live videoing with you guys on the live streams. Try to do a lot of cool things and stuff. So if you guys can help us out there, maybe you can donate. $1, $2, even if you just share the link for our GoFundMe. I appreciate that. We had some issues with the original GoFundMe account where we hit the goal and then GoFundMe for some reason took it down. I still don't understand exactly what happened, but if you would like to help us out, you can help us out that way. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can hit the super chat button down below if you are in the live stream right now. And you can visit our TeePublic store to get all of our Pro Wrestling Unlimited t-shirts. We will be debuting, I think, 3, maybe 4 new t-shirts today. I know I keep saying they're coming. 3 for sure will be out today. One will be the I'm a PWU guy shirt that we teased. We will have a shirt with the new white PWU logo, and we will have a Team PWU shirt as well. There may be one more. If I can get it ready today, it'll go up. But those 3 for sure will be up on the TeePublic store. Link is in the description below. I just put the link in the chat for the live stream if you guys are here on the live stream. Like I said, later, probably this afternoon-ish, we will have at least 3 new shirts, maybe 4. The 4th one will come hopefully this weekend, if not early next week. I'm still trying to tweak the design. I'm kind of a perfectionist, and it's not looking 100% how I want it. So let's see who else has joined us here. We got WWE ECW. We've got Yogesh Schneid, OBM8, Andre Sazida. What's going on, guys? Miguel, how's it going? Victorim 4, Abdullah Al Said, David Wells. What's going on, David Wells? All right, so let's just start talking about this weekend. What kicks it off first? Tonight, the Hall of Fame. So we've got what most people aren't talking about, the Ernie Ladd Warrior. Well, no, not even that. What? Last year they did like a special wing as far as they just threw a bunch of names in there. And we really haven't heard anything about that. They didn't announce nothing. They didn't announce anything as far as other names. And an interesting thing, they didn't announce a celebrity. There's no celebrity going into the WWE Hall of Fame unless something just magically happens tonight. A lot of people thought it could have been Shaq, but no. We have my bad. We have Eric LeGrand, who is getting the Warrior Award. If you don't know who Eric LeGrand is, he was a college football player that got injured and paralyzed. He played for Rutgers University. He's doing a lot of great things to bring awareness to, injured athletes and all these other kinds of things. And he's just keeping positive with everything. He actually had a spinal cord issue, which paralyzed him. But I think as far as what the Warrior Award is, he is the perfect recipient. Now, what the Warrior Award was supposed to be, Ultimate Warrior wanted this award to actually be given to somebody that works backstage in WWE that is a quote-unquote workhorse or a work warrior that doesn't get the recognition that all the superstars and everybody up front usually gets. That's what Ultimate Warrior originally wanted when he pitched this idea to WWE. And I'm not trying to say that they turned it into a publicity stunt. No. But, yeah. Anyways, Eric LeGrand is getting the Warrior Award, and I think that he is a perfect recipient. We then have Beth Phoenix going into the Hall of Fame, and she will be inducted by her real-life best friend. Yep. Natalia. Excuse me. I'm trying to get over this cold. What else do we have? Ravishing Rick Rude. Actually, did they even announce who's inducting Rude? Yes, they did. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat will be inducting Rick Rude. We have Diamond Dallas Page is going into the Hall of Fame. He will be inducted by former WCW head guy and former Raw general manager Eric Bischoff. We have Teddy Long, Theodore Long, former SmackDown general manager, going in the Hall of Fame. He will be inducted by good friends of his, John Bradshaw Layfield and Ron Simmons, also known as Farouk. We've got the Rock and Roll Express going into the Hall of Fame. And this is going to be an interesting one when they get inducted by Jim Cornette, because who knows what Jim Cornette's going to say with a live mic. We then have the headliner for this year's WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony, the American hero, the only gold medalist in professional wrestling history, Kurt Angle, and he is actually being inducted by 16-time World Heavyweight Champion John Cena. So that's what we have for tonight's Hall of Fame. I won't be watching the Hall of Fame live, but I'll have watched it before tomorrow morning rolls around. I got some other commitments tonight, but we'll see what goes on with that. Let's check the chat. Let's see what you guys are chit-chatting about over here. Excuse me, I just can't get over this cough. Had it for like months. Let's see. OBM8 says, added you, join party. What you were, okay. Added me on PlayStation 4. Cool. Naman Gupta, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? Naman Gupta wants to know, Matt and Jeff coming to WrestleMania 33. You know, people are saying it, but that's not what I'm hearing. I'm actually hearing that they may debut after Mania as far as like the Raw or SmackDown, but it's not even a for sure thing. Because if what I'm hearing is correct, they can't sign a WWE contract until their Ring of Honor deal is done, which means essentially they probably can't sign anything till Sunday morning. So all them people saying, oh, they'll be at WrestleMania, they'll be there for sure, it's a done deal, they already signed. No. From everything I was told, they legally can't sign with WWE until Sunday morning, I believe. Now, I could be wrong about that. You know, no one knows for sure except for like WWE and the Hardys, but we'll have to see. Like I said, they could show up at Mania, but I would, if I had to bet, or if you put a gun to my head, I'd probably say not show up at Mania. So, let's see. Tomorrow night, we have NXT TakeOver Orlando. And to be honest, this is one of the more weaker TakeOver cards in recent history, in my opinion. I mean, the best match is going to be for sure the NXT Championship match, Bobby Roode versus Shinsuke Nakamura. But what else do you have? Asuka and Ember Moon can be really good. But, I mean, Authors of Pain defending against DIY in the Revival in the Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match. Okay, whatever. And then you have Dillinger, No Way Jose, Roderick Strong, and Ruby Riott, who most might know as Heidi Lovelace. They're taking on Sanity. And then Aleister Black, who you may know as Tommy End, is making his NXT TV debut against Andrade Cien Almas. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. That's it. NXT TakeOver. Whoo! There you go. So, let's see. Robles, what's going on? He says, I really don't want to see Elias Sampson on Raw. He should debut in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and hopefully go to SmackDown Live. Excuse me. Well, to be honest, at the NXT live events, he's been, because they did the whole loser leave NXT thing, he's been working under a mask. But everyone knows it's him because he still comes out with his guitar. So I have heard some things along the lines of, you know, maybe he keeps that gimmick going on NXT TV. And then eventually, you know, he either goes into the main roster or he just stays in NXT and then becomes himself. I don't know. Because there's some that's saying that they want him on the main roster. I'm being told that some are saying, you know, why him? It's not really a, how do I say this? For sure thing that he's going to be coming to the main roster this week. He could. It's very, very likely, but it's not 100% set in stone. So, I mean, the 8-man tag, it's an 8-man tag. What are you going to expect? The Authors of Pain, DIY Revival for the NXT Championship Tag Team, or NXT Tag Team Championships, whatever. If it was just DIY and Revival, I'd say, hell, best match of the night. They're always great in their tag matches. But you had Authors of Pain, and then, I mean, not knocking Authors of Pain, it's just triple threat tag team matches are always clunky. Christian Barron says, you should do more vlogs. But vlogs of what, though? I don't go to wrestling shows that often because they don't really come to my area at all. I understand what you're saying. I would love to do more vlogs, but vlogs of what? Vlogs of me working? You want to see behind-the-scenes stuff? I mean, I could do that. What's going on, Robert Cathy? Let's see. Who else has joined us here in the live stream? If this will refresh for me. Let's see. I know I will be doing a vlog for sure when I go to SmackDown May 5th. I think it's May 5th I'm going to SmackDown. It's whatever SmackDown's after Payback. I actually might be going to Payback too, but that's not a for sure. I'm waiting on my buddy to see if he wants to go with. So I might be at Payback in San Jose. And then 2 days later, I've already got my tickets for SmackDown in Fresno at the Save Mart Center. I will be sitting front row on the, I think if you're looking at the ring, I'll be right side front row ramp. We'll be right up on the ramp on the right side, I believe. But hey, SmackDown should be fun to go to, especially now that it's live. I've been to SmackDown 5 times before, but it's never been a live SmackDown. V1LL1N says, we just want to see you live. Hey, that's why I need the webcam. If I had that webcam, if you guys would donate to the GoFundMe or just donate here on the live stream or buy our t-shirts, then I can have a webcam, a good camera that I can be live right now on the live stream. That's the goal, to be my face on this live stream so you guys can see me and interact with me better, see my hand gestures. And I'm always throwing hand gestures and everything, but you can't see it because I don't have a way to hook. I don't have a camera that can hook to the computer and then work like a web. It's a big to-do, so I need some help from you guys. If you could, go to gofundme.com/helpupgradepwu. You can help us get a new computer so we can get videos out faster. We can do different kinds of videos because right now there's some stuff I want to do, but the computer I have just isn't capable. So, Dark Joker, I'm going to talk about that in just 1 second. Oh boy, you're jumping the gun. All right. So, first off, Seth Rollins is sick. Seth Rollins, since last Saturday, has been fighting the flu. And he fought the flu so bad yesterday that he couldn't even go to the gym in the morning. He didn't want to wake up. He didn't want to nothing. He said that ever since Saturday, he's been fighting this flu. He's been in and out of the fevers. He's had over 100-degree fever. He said Wednesday night he just couldn't sleep. He finally woke up at 6 a.m. and was like, I can't. He called Cesaro and said, I can't go to the gym with you today. He said he's miserable. He said this yesterday, that he's miserable. And hopefully it gets better by Sunday. I don't know if he's doing access. I would assume he's doing an access signing. I don't know what day his access signing would be. But yeah, I hope Seth Rollins gets better and he's not sick, because he said that he's feeling horrible. Everything's fighting against him, and it's bad. But let's run down this card for WrestleMania 33. I'm going to start it off with the kickoff show, where we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And the long shot to win that would be Sami Zayn, and then the favorite to win that would be Braun Strowman. They have added from NXT, I think his name is Ben, I always get it wrong, Ben Tiang, I think that's how you say it, Ben Tang. They added him because they announced they're doing WrestleMania on pay-per-view in China. So they needed a Chinese star. They had the guy at the Performance Center. He hasn't debuted on NXT yet. They throw him here. He's probably not going to win. They did the same thing a few years ago with Hideo Itami. They were running WrestleMania on TV in Japan, so they threw a Japanese star in there, and it did nothing. Then we have the Cruiserweight Championship match. We have Neville versus Austin Aries, where I would like to see Austin Aries go over. I mean, Neville's destroyed everybody else in this division. So for him to defeat Austin Aries, who's going to think, oh, that's the guy that can beat Neville now? He's beat everybody else. There's nobody left that can beat Neville. Neville is the favorite, but I think Neville should lose. You can always get the title back. You could just, what's the word I'm looking for? Drag it out. Let's see. No, as of right now, no, there is no Samoa Joe in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Oh, hey, Robert Cathy. I need to say thank you, buddy. You just donated $5 here in the live stream with the super chat. I appreciate that so much. Again, Robert Cathy, thank you for your donation of $5 here with that super chat donation. Let's see, what else are you guys asking? Yeah, a lot of people think that Joe's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but he's not. He's not on the list of superstars in the match, and I think he's really just going to interfere in the Seth Rollins Triple H match. So, yeah. We then have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. It is a six-pack challenge with Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Carmella, Mickie James, and Natalya. And Tuesday, they announced it for the pre-show. The WWE Universe got pissed. So, hashtag Give SD Women a Chance started trending. And because it was trending, WWE heard you guys. They heard the WWE Universe. And they said, you know what? We'll move it back to the main card. We then have the triple threat ladder match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defending against Enzo and Cass, Cesaro and Sheamus. We have an Intercontinental title match. Dean Ambrose defending against Baron Corbin. Baron is the favorite to win the IC title. Enzo and Cass are favored to win the Raw Tag titles. And as of right now, the odds makers don't have a favorite for the SmackDown Women's title. We then have the Raw Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way Elimination match, where Bayley is the favorite to go over Charlotte, Sasha, and Nia. There are also odds saying that it is likely that Bayley and Charlotte will be the final two. We then have AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. AJ is favored, but it's not heavy favorite. Then we have Triple H versus Seth Rollins. Like I said, Joe is rumored to interfere. Some are thinking that Finn may come back during this match. And Rollins is right now currently the favorite. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. There was a lot of questions going around yesterday about Nikki Bella and her neck. Her neck is hurt, but she did get clearance from doctors to wrestle. And what are they going to do? Are they going to propose? Do you guys think John Cena is going to propose to Nikki Bella after this match. Now, it's almost a lock that John Cena and Nikki Bella win. But do you really think they're going to, I guess, have John Cena propose? I don't know. All right, I'm going to botch your name, Paul. Paul Bellatier. I hope I said that right. I want to say thank you again for the video and the photos you sent us yesterday of the stadium all set up for WrestleMania. He said, when I shot the video yesterday, he said, sorry, the chat's moving on me. You guys are really active today. This is great. Will the chat scroll up for me? Paul said, when I shot the video yesterday, so about 30 ladders outside. That must be for the tag title match. Yeah, I think maybe, I know in past they've used ladders as, props. Not as far as just for the match, but they've had ladders just set up everywhere to show you, this is a ladder match. So maybe they could just have all the ladders there just to put them up on the stage and stuff, just for the hell of it. I don't know. But 30 ladders out there, wow, that's crazy. So we then have, so we have Undertaker and Roman Reigns. We have Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. We have Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Everybody's saying that Goldberg-Brock will end the show. But that may not be the case. So you would think, okay, if Goldberg and Brock are not ending the show, what match should end WrestleMania? Your first thing would go, okay, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. It's the WWE title match. Randy won the Royal Rumble. If Randy Orton's winning, then that would be cool because, the babyface at the very end of the show, you always want to end with the babyface winning. But WWE ran a poll this week, and they asked, what match are you most excited for WrestleMania 33? And they were shocked to find out that most people are excited for The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. That got the most votes on the poll, and because of it, Undertaker and Roman Reigns, maybe headlining, maybe closing out the show, maybe the final match on the card for WrestleMania this Sunday. Yeah. I was told that because of the interest in this match, because it could be The Undertaker's final match as well, they may let him close the show. Vince wanted Goldberg versus Brock, but Vince just wants to put on whatever match is the most, I don't want to say important, but most wanted to see by the fans. Because here's the thing. You got a 6.5 hour show or so. You want to keep them sticking around. You don't want people to leave, stop watching in the middle. I know it's not like TV ratings and you're going to notice and see the drop off and all that. No, but if everyone's coming because they want to see, if everyone's watching at home because they want to see Undertaker Roman, then they're going to watch the whole show till the end to see Undertaker Roman. And that's one thing I know earlier on, about a month ago or so, their thinking was that Brock Lesnar and Goldberg was the most anticipated match. That was the match everybody wanted to see. That was the big dream go-home match. But now that everybody is saying, telling WWE on these polls, no, the match I really want to see is The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Now here's the downside to this. They like to end WrestleMania on a high note. They like to end WrestleMania with the babyface winning and getting that loud monster cheer as the show goes off the air. Yes, this happened with Roman last year. He actually did get cheered. He got booed. It was mixed. But going into WrestleMania this year, their thinking can be, well, it's still going to be the same thing. Roman's the babyface-ish. Roman's our babyface. He's going to end the show beating The Undertaker because as of right now, Roman is the favorite. Roman is going to beat The Undertaker unless something changes. But if Roman goes out there, beats The Undertaker, and then WrestleMania that's over, that's the last match on the card, they're going to boo this goddamn motherfucker out the building. They are going to boo him out the building so hard. You would think you want to hear WrestleMania going off the air with cheers. Like, the crowd's erupting, cheering. They're elated. They're happy. And you hear Michael Cole at the end. Thank you, everybody, for watching WrestleMania live from Orlando in the Camping World Stadium. We'll see you tomorrow night on Raw. And you still hear all those cheers. And you see the crowd standing up and going crazy. And I don't know. But I was given some reassurance on what I said last week about Roman Reigns. I did a video last week and I said, all you guys say you hate Roman Reigns. All you guys say that Roman sucks and we boo him because we don't like him, because WWE picked him, because they're pushing him. Roman Reigns is the number one merchandise seller in WWE right now. As of this week, he's outselling John Cena. Some can say, well, they're not counting Cena's numbers as closely because Cena's not a full-timer anymore. Right now, Roman Reigns sells more merch than Seth Rollins, than Shinsuke Nakamura, than AJ Styles, than The New Day. Roman Reigns sells merch like nobody else in this company other than John Cena. So if you guys say, I don't like Roman Reigns, I boo him because I don't like him, everybody boos him out buildings because he's hated, and why would we care for Roman Reigns? Obviously, the WWE Universe does like Roman Reigns. Like, look at Fastlane. When he beat Braun Strowman, he hit that spear. The fans jumped to their feet. The ref counted 1, 2, 3. The crowd erupted for about a second, and then they remembered, oh, crap, yeah, it's cool. He won this match. But he's Roman, we got to boo. And then they booed. So, yeah. Roman he's a bigger babyface than you guys think. Yes, everyone wants to see him turn heel. But why? So you can cheer him as a heel? Or because you want to just boo him more? It's not going to make a difference. If they were going to turn him heel, they would have done it already. Yeah, I know some can say that his promo last week on Raw was heelish. But it's whatever. You really can't say too much about it because we don't know. So that's what's going on with that right now. Roman Reigns Undertaker could close out WrestleMania, could end the show, could be the final match on the card. And that's going to start the year-long build of Roman Reigns. Year-long build to WrestleMania 34, where they want him to take the championship from Brock Lesnar. Now, whether Brock holds the title for a full year or if he loses it halfway through or something and gets it back. But right now, the plan is for Roman to beat The Undertaker and that start his year-long ascent towards the top, towards the title once again at WrestleMania 34. So, hey. Diego Figueroa says Zack Ryder sell more merch than anybody one time. He didn't get a push. That's not true. Zack Ryder was never the number 1 or number 2 merch seller in the company. There was a point when he was doing his internet show where he was selling a lot of merch. But, like, legitimately, when I say Roman sells Cena numbers, if not better right now, that's true. Like, that's 100% legit. Roman Reigns, over the last month or so, is, from what I've been told, was outselling John Cena merch over this last month. So for all you guys that knock him, yeah, it might be yes, it might be the casual fans that are buying the merch only and not the hardcores. But there's also a lot of casual fans that go to Raw and SmackDown and the house shows. And that's another thing. We don't see it on TV, but Roman gets cheered at house shows. I've been sent videos and I've been I've talked to people that go to different house shows around the country and stuff, and they say that Roman comes out and the crowd cheers. Yeah, they boo, but at house shows, he gets more cheers. It's just the quote-unquote cool thing to boo Roman Reigns on TV. I don't get it. Roman's not as bad as everyone makes him out to be, but all right. Let's see. Derek Boeck, he says, I'm in Florida right now. On way to Orlando for Mania. What's up with the stage? Looks horrible. It's an amusement park theme. They're kind of basing it off of Universal Studios. I don't know. I really don't know. Mustafa Salih. Is there any post WrestleMania 33 matches that you can tell us about? As far as what? Like feuds that will continue after or start up after Mania? Is that what you're asking? If so, I think Roman's still going to work with Braun Strowman. We may get Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, AJ Styles feuding for the WWE title. And yeah. Matt Sowerby is saying, have you seen JBL insult people who dislike Roman Reigns? That's not helping. Oh, you're talking about from Bring It to the Table yesterday? If so, I did see that. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Rith Thing. Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode will debut on Raw because the all former NXT champions are on the Raw brand. I never thought about that. That's true, though. Let's see. Seth, Raw brand. Big E, Raw brand. Bo Dallas, Raw brand. Neville, Raw brand. Sammy, Raw brand. Finn, Raw brand. Joe, Raw. All former NXT champions. Yeah. If I missed one, let me know. But yeah, all former NXT champions, Raw brand. Topless CC. Do you think Kurt Angle will appear on WrestleMania 33? Of course. Now, what capacity? He's gonna come out with all the different Hall of Famers. They do it every year. If you went in the Hall of Fame, they bring you out on the stage about halfway through the show, 3/4 of the way through the show. So yes, he will be on the show for WrestleMania. They do it every year. But Film Hero News also. What would you like to see from the Hardys? I'd like to see just them come back to WWE. I know they're coming. It's a matter of when, not if. And I want to see them help the younger guys as far as, or not just the younger guys, but if they're going to be a tag team, if they're going to be the Broken Hardys, whatever they're going to be, I just want to see them try to help rejuvenate the tag team division here in the WWE. That's a big thing. Like, the tag team divisions need help. And they can help it. I don't know if just one team can do that, but there's a good shot. Let's see. The Beastman, Fazer, are you going to do WrestleMania stage update if I can get new stuff? Like we got from Paul last night from MAVPP.com, sent us some exclusive photos and videos he took of aerial shots of the stadium, and we posted those up last night. But I haven't gotten anything new. Everything still looks the same. I saw a couple new photos, but it wasn't of anything like any update. Nothing to say, hey, look at this. Like last night we saw, I didn't touch on it, which I should have. I noticed afterwards though, the ring on top of the ring. The turnbuckles on that larger than life ring up above the canopy are actually got LEDs on them and they're sparkling and lighting and everything. It's pretty cool. Everything's got an LED on it. That's WWE's big thing right now. Lights. But here's the issue. Okay. So WrestleMania starting 5 p.m. Eastern. Sundown is not, sunset, whatever you want to call it, is not till 7. I'm going to say it's like 7:45. So most of Mania may be in the light. I remember when I went to WrestleMania 31 here in California, that whole show was in the light except for the main event. Like Undertaker and Bray Wyatt's entrances were nothing. Like they were just two guys walking to the ring because those two guys need to come out in darkness. And when that didn't happen, the entrances were just flat. Yes, WrestleMania 31, Bray had a cool scarecrow looking entrance where the guys were all coming down with him. It was cool. But because it wasn't dark, yes, he still had the lantern on everything, but because it wasn't dark, it was an entrance. And that's the same thing like the Undertaker. It's an entrance. And maybe that's another reason they want Undertaker to go on last. Because they want him in the dark. They want his entrance. And, the later he goes on, the darker chances it'll be. Better chances of darkness. Let's see. What else are you guys asking? Chris Gomez says, do you have a favorite wrestling podcast? Wrestling Observer. Anything with Brian Alvarez I listen to religiously. I don't know. I just really like the guy. Him, Dave Meltzer, Big Vinny V, Filthy Tom Lawler, Granny. Love him. OBM8 says, the ring above the ring is weird. It kind of is. So. The Dark Joker says, you should be on the WWE board of directors. Naman Gupta, what about Shane versus, or AJ versus Shane? It's just going to be a match. If you didn't see SmackDown, literally, AJ Styles said, we're having a match, a wrestling match. You can't go outside of the, you can't go outside of the ring and just do whatever you want. You get counted out. You can't get a weapon and hit me. You get disqualified. So, yeah. The Dark Joker is asking, who is your favorite wrestler? I get this asked all the time. It's kind of a toss-up right now between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. I've been an AJ Styles fan for a lot longer. Like, I've watched AJ since 2001, 2002, right when TNA started. I saw a couple AJ Styles matches right before TNA started, and then when I found TNA, which is a funny story, how I found TNA, I saw him on NWA Wildside as well, and I just fell in love with AJ Styles from the beginning, like when his career first started taking off. Let's see. OBM8 Tim, I watch all your videos. Well, appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that watches our videos, and it has got us to over 16,000 subscribers. Think about this. You guys are fucking amazing. We've been on here on YouTube since August 1st. Well, technically it says July 30th, but August 1st, 2015. So in a little over a year and a half, we've got over 5 million views, over 16,000 subscribers. And that's all because you guys like the videos, share the videos, watch the videos. I couldn't tell you how grateful I am for you guys. There's channels, not to knock anybody, but there's channels been doing this 5, 6, 7 years that maybe have 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. So I don't know if I'm doing anything different or what I'm doing right, but thank you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me grow this Pro Wrestling Unlimited brand to what it is. It's just, it renders me speechless when I really think about it. So David Bailey is saying CM Punk chance at WrestleMania. It's almost a given, but because they're in an outdoor stadium, you're not going to hear them that well. I remember when they worked at the stadium last time, Edge said that it was hard to hear the fans. That a lot of times when you're in a wrestling ring, you work off the crowd. If the crowd's loud, cheering, you're doing right. You keep just going your motions. But if the crowd, you can hear that they're booing or they're not happy or they're kind of getting not as loud, you might want to change things up to bring the crowd back in. And Edge said at this stadium, back for WrestleMania 24, it was hard because in an arena or an enclosed stadium, yes, your noise is always going to travel up, but then it comes right back down to you because it hits that ceiling, it hits that ceiling and comes back. But in an open arena, open stadium, that sound travels upwards, but it has nothing to bounce off of, and it just goes away, so it's hard for you to hear the crowd. And that was one big thing that they said also, I think when they worked, I know probably San Jose, and there was another WrestleMania that I heard wrestlers saying this as well. Why is the chat not wanting to Oh, here we go. Let's see. Aluda Al-Sad is asking about Finn Balor, and we really don't know anything about Finn Balor. My prediction, now listen, I say prediction, is that they're keeping Finn off till Monday. Remember last year they kept Cesaro off TV even though he was cleared till the Monday Night Raw after Mania, and he got that huge pop. Like, huge. And I think they may be doing the same with Finn. They want that huge WrestleMania Monday pop. People says Extreme is... Wait, what? Your question doesn't even make sense. WT Extreme is Shane McMahon going to do in Mania? What? He can't do anything extreme. He'll get counted out. Derek Boak, honestly, do you like the brand split? I hate it. It's got its ups and downs. It's got its goods because more guys are getting TV time. More guys are being able to show what they can actually do. But at the same time, then you have less guys that are legit, that are working with other good guys, I guess you can say. So it's a plus. There's pluses and there's minuses on the brand split, for sure. Oh, let's see if you guys got any more questions. The Dark Joker says, Undertaker not your favorite. I've always liked The Undertaker, but he's just never been my favorite. Like when I first started watching wrestling, I was an Austin fan. Then I became a Randy Orton fan. Then I became a CM Punk fan and Daniel Bryan. And I've always liked, like I said, I've always liked AJ. I really like Kevin Owens. So, all you guys are asking, Hardys. Are they going to be at Mania? And there's a chance, but I wouldn't call it likely. The Beastman Fazar, or F-A-Z-R, however you want to say it. Is it possible we could see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar for the next pay-per-view? Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know who Brock would defend that title against first. That's a very, very good question, and that's something that I don't even know if they know yet. They're going to get through Mania and then go from there. They may have some ideas, but I doubt anything's set in stone. All right. David Wells is saying, I can see guys like Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and others will come. Draft will happen again in June or July. Yes, draft is supposed to happen around June or July every year now, if they're going to keep doing a draft. And then they'll bring guys up from NXT. They'll switch guys around. From what I'm hearing, Nakamura could be coming up to the main roster next as a main eventer from NXT. A mid-carder for NXT could be Elias Sampson, which that's still not a locked-in thing yet. The tag team that could be coming up next from NXT, the Revival. And then there's really no female that they're looking to call up. They could call up Asuka next, but as far as her being next, it's unknown when. You would think, okay, pull up right after Mania, but no, they're still using her for stuff in NXT, so I don't know. Christian Barron is asking, are you going to watch Hall of Fame? I will watch it tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it live, but I'll have it watched for sure before tomorrow morning. OBM8, anything and any match can happen in the world of wrestling. That is very, very true. David Wells, do you see Adam Cole to be the next NXT champion? If he could go on be one to face Bobby Roode. Well, first off, we got to get him signed. He legally can't have any talks with WWE until May 1st. His contract with ROH expires in April, and then he can talk to WWE, and then he can sign with WWE. But as of right now, because he's still under contract with Ring of Honor, Adam Cole cannot have any actual contract negotiation talks with the WWE until May 1st. He actually said that on a recent podcast with Brian Alvarez. Brian asked him, hey, your contract expires in April with Ring of Honor, but when exactly does it expire? And Adam said, you know what? It expires that last day of April. May 1st, I'm a free agent, and then I can go on and do stuff. Hey, we got JD from New York in here. What's going on, JD? He says, why don't you do WWE reviews? I don't know why I don't. I've wanted to start doing them here. I might actually start doing them more frequently. It's just more of a timing issue. I don't have the time. I know I could just put them up. I would like to do them on right after shows, Raw, SmackDown. I just don't get the time sometimes with the kids and all that. But I mean, I could just record them late in the night and put them out the next morning. So it's something I'm thinking of. I'm trying to think of some more new things I can do on the channel. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I mean, I'm always up for new stuff, trying new things. I mean, if I start a new series and it doesn't work, then I just don't do more once it stops working. But yeah, doing more reviews is something that I am wanting to start doing more frequently. It's just a matter of finding the time to be able to do it with my busy schedule already. And yeah, but yeah, it is something I'm really thinking about. David Wells is asking, I can see Adam Cole coming to WWE after he signs with WWE when his deal expires with them in April or May. Yes, it is very likely. WWE's been wanting Adam Cole for a couple of years now, and they've made that known to people that, hey, if Adam Cole wants to come, we'll sign him. So let's see. The Dark Joker says, you are far better than Wrestling World CC. I mean, they boot music. Nobody talk, please. You the master. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. OBM8 says, I broke my collarbone, so I need to watch WrestleMania with a sling and be on a bunch of pills. Oh, I know how that is. I've messed up my leg plenty of times, been in cast, and my knee been all messed up. And yeah, I know exactly what you're going through right there, kinda. I mean, I've been jacked up and I've been on pain medication and stuff. Crazy, crazy. What else are you guys asking? Let's see. Also, JD, I think you and Joe last night were more over at Access than some of the actual WWE superstars there. I was seeing photos of you guys with fans all over Twitter last night. That was crazy. I sent out that tweet saying that you guys are in more pictures than the WWE superstars. It was like just all up and down my timeline. I took a picture with JD and Joe, best part of my night. Like, it was crazy. You guys are hotter than the WWE superstars right now. Excuse me. But let's see. Do you guys have any more questions regarding WrestleMania this week and all that other stuff going on? You know, we got WrestleMania Monday. We got SmackDown Tuesday. Not WrestleMania Monday. Raw Monday. What am I thinking? All right. Film Hero News. Are you excited to see Triple H's entrance? What might he do? That's unknown. Triple H likes to have an over-the-top, extravagant entrance. Whether anybody else gets one or not, they seem to always make sure Triple H gets that big, over-the-top entrance. Remember last year, he did the thing with, it was like they did, what was it, the Ghostbuster. They had Stephanie recite the thing from Ghostbusters. The year before that, it was Terminator-themed. I mean, it's always something cool. David Figueroa, what at the next feud for AJ? Last I heard, AJ could be entering the title picture again. And they do a triple threat feud with him, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton, with Randy most likely as the champion. David Bailey, what match are you excited for? I'm excited mostly for Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, which is a match that I feel like the fans are forgetting about. Nobody talks about this match when they're talking about WrestleMania. Austin Aries and Neville, great. It's going to be good. Even though it's on the pre-show, it's going to be good. They're going to have to work their ass off harder than they would have if they were on the main card, because they're going to be working in front of a less than stellar crowd with everyone still trying to get to their seats. And then Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt could really be a good match. Other than that, there's nothing big on the card that I would say, oh yeah, I'm really wanting to see. I mean, Enzo's probably going to get killed in the ladder match. The SmackDown Women's title match is pretty predictable. It's either going to go Alexa Bliss or Naomi. Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose. Nobody wants to see that match. AJ Shane as just a pure wrestling match. I don't know what it's going to be. Like, everyone's expecting Shane to jump off of something or do some big high dive. But if he's going to count it out, then he's not going to do a big high dive unless he gets counted out and they just continue to brawl. So, yeah. Really, I want to see, like I said, Kevin Owens, Y2J is going to be great. And also, Neville and Aries is going to be really good. Neville and Aries may be hindered because of the crowd not being there yet. It's like, you know, last year we saw with who was it? Ryback and Kalisto. And then the Usos and the Dudleys. Those matches kind of just were flat because the crowd were still getting to their seats and stuff. People says Randy Orton going to surprise RKO to Bray. Well, yeah, he always hits that RKO out of nowhere. Film Hero News says, I'd love for Balor to regain the title at some point and then face off with AJ for a long feud. They got to get them on the same show first. They got to get them both either on Raw or SmackDown. And there is talks of AJ being moved to Monday Night Raw. So we'll see. Excuse me. Can't get this cough to go away. But all right. What else do we have? If you guys got any more questions, feel free to ask them here in the live chat. I'm gonna see if there's any questions on the old Twitter sphere. Remember, if you guys ever want to ask us questions, you can either email us, ProwWrestling@gmail.com, or you can use the hashtag AskPWU on Twitter. Let's see. We got questions here about Finn Balor. Yeah, everyone just wants to know about Finn and the Hardys. Are they going to be a Mania? And that's unknown. I really honestly think they're keeping Finn off of TV until the Monday Night Raw after Mania. And then, as far as the Hardys, it just depends on when they sign, when they really want to bring them in. And Gupta, what's going on? The Beastman Fazzer, I want to see Kenny Omega on WWE TV. Okay, well, he's got to finish up in Japan. He went back to Japan in February and started talking about signing a new 1-year deal. I don't know if they agreed on anything, but that was his goal, and they wanted to sign him as well. I don't know if they came to any agreements, but I know he is in Japan for at least another year. As far as the new Raw general manager, I know that there's people in the company that want to see Edge possibly in that role, and some that want to see Kurt Angle in that role. So it'll be interesting. Eric Bischoff actually even was asked about that at Access yesterday by somebody at WWE, and they posted the video up on YouTube saying, anything can happen in this industry. Never say never. You really just never know. So, Nanam Gupta. What about the ROH pay-per-view this week? They have a show tomorrow night running almost head-to-head with the NXT show. I know they have Christopher Daniels defending the ROH World title against Dalton Castle. Marty Scurll is defending the television title against Adam Cole. And then I think the actual main event of the show is a ladder match for the ROH Tag Team Championships with the Hardys defending against the Young Bucks. I know Jay Lethal and Cody Rhodes, Cody, are having some sort of Texas strap match or something like that. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I don't get Ring of Honor on my TV here, so it's hard for me to watch. I try to keep up with it. It's kind of like with TNA or Impact. I don't get Pop, so I got to find other ways to check it out. At least with Impact, they post all their segments on YouTube like WWE does, so I can kind of get a little bit of a recap there, here and there. People, what about Rock and Mania? I think he could be a surprise. Now, here's this. WWE, as of Wednesday, timed out WrestleMania. They had slotted for 2 or 3 matches on the pre-show, and then they slotted for everything for the main card, all the matches, and there's going to be 5 New Day segments. Some will be in front of the crowd, some will be backstage, and they may be pre-taped. I don't know. But as far as what they timed out it perfectly for them to have an extra segment. What that extra segment can be, could be The Rock, could be somebody else coming that we don't know. I know Hulk Hogan has gone on record saying he won't be at WrestleMania, but that could be a swerve. But yeah, as of Wednesday, they had slotted for an extra unannounced segment at WrestleMania, and that could be where they do their surprise. I don't know if somebody's going to return, or if it's going to be a celebrity, or if it's going to be The Rock coming out saying you broke this record, the attendance, that could be what it is. They're announcing the attendance, and they've actually, if you think about it, they've had The Rock in the announce the attendance segment the last 2 years. Last year, that was The Rock's goal, was to come out there and say that you broke the record for WWE. And then the year before that, Stephanie and Triple H came out and said, we've got 70-something, whatever, thousand. And then The Rock and Ronda Rousey came. So that was pretty much, The Rock's been in that segment the last 2 years. But with the new Fast and the Furious movie coming out, a lot of people are thinking that Rock may not be able to make it because of all his commitments to promoting that movie. But if you remember, what was it, WrestleMania 31 2 years ago? He hosted SNL that Saturday. Soon as he finished hosting SNL, he jumped on a red line, flew out to California and was there for WrestleMania. So it's not unlikely that he just shows up for the day. They talk to him over the phone or Skype him or something to get everything set up, and then he shows. So it's not unlikely that The Rock's there, but a lot of people are not expecting The Rock to be there just because of his other commitments with his movies coming out right now. I know Jumanji, the trailer's supposed to drop for that, and that movie he's going to start promoting soon. And like I said, Fast and the Furious comes out in 2 weeks, so he's a busy, busy man. Baywatch comes out soon too. I mean, and Kit Gupta Stone Cold segment. We could get a Stone Cold segment. Again, it's unknown. They're really not promoting any, I guess, legends for anything. Like last year, they made a point to tell you Rock's going to be on the show. With thing, who will be the fourth member of new Triple H heel stable? It's a good question. And the last couple of weeks, I feel like they have and haven't started to fizzle that out. Like, they first made you know, Triple H. He's aligning himself with Joe. He's got Joe. He's got Kevin Owens. But then on TV, it kind of just fizzled out. You did see Joe try to help Kevin Owens this past week, and yeah. Robert Cathy, how do you feel about Flo Rida, the Pitbull performing? Now here's my thing. Having gone to a WrestleMania, I understand this now. This was something that was told to me before when I asked about it a couple years ago, before I went to Mania, and I was told, having acts perform at WrestleMania is more for the live crowd than it is for the TV crowd. It's something we want to do for the people in the arena, in the stadium, because when you're there, it's cool to see the concert-like thing. It's cool to see, Pitbull, Flo Rida. I forget who it was a couple years ago when I was at Mania, but it's cool to see those performances. Now, when you're watching on TV, it just comes off of whatever. You got cameras in these guys' faces. They're singing on a big stage. Cool. There's my potty break. It's more of a thing for the live crowd. It's something cool for the live crowd to see, and it breaks up everything because, you're there for 6. When I went to Mania, I was in my seat for probably 7 or 8 hours. So watching, I love wrestling. I could watch wrestling 7 or 8 hours straight, but they wanted to break it up. We had the 3 matches. Oh no, what was it? WrestleMania 30. We had 2 matches on the pre-show. Then we had the girl come out and they sang "America the Beautiful." Then we had a bunch more matches, and then we had the performance. I forget who it was, but it was a way to break things up for the live crowd, and I think that's what this really is more for. Let's see. OBM8, what's your favorite Broken Matt Hardy skit on Impact Wrestling? Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of them because I don't get pop. But I know the stuff with him and Jeff and fighting with the kangaroo is pretty funny. Excuse me. And Kit Gupta, Rusev will be good. Rusev should be good. I know Rusev's out right now. He has shoulder surgery. I don't know when he's supposed to come back, but we'll see. The Dark Joker, Dark Joker. When I watched the first video on Pro Wrestling Unlimited, I was like, this channel have like 1 million subscribers, or it's a WWE channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. No lore. What's going on? Eva Marie has gone from WWE. What a glorious day. She's not gone officially, but I think both sides have agreed to not renew her contract. I think that's what it is. She wants to work in movies. She's actually doing stuff for The Rock. She's been getting movie roles from The Rock. Like, Rock's been suggesting her, and she did the movie with Nicolas Cage, and because she did so well on that movie, she got signed to another movie, and I think she's got a third acting gig, or it could be more than a third, but yeah. She's been recommended by The Rock. Rock's really liked her and her look, so she's always said, I want to be the female Rock. I want to be in wrestling, and I love wrestling, but I want to transition to an actress, and she never really made it as a wrestler. Yeah, they used her because of Total Divas and her look, but other than that, whatever. Rith Thing, Hardys will return to WWE with a broken gimmick. It's a good chance, a very good chance right now from everything that's going on with the Hardys and with Impact Wrestling. Oh, yes. Ooh. I saw that too. Where'd your comment go? Ricky Baller said JBL mentioned the Page tapes on Bring It to the Table. Technically, he did. When they were talking about social media, and JBL goes, oh, whoever's hacking these phones needs to stop. It's a criminal act. If you're hacking these people's phones and putting their stuff in. They literally said, hey, quit putting these naked pictures out of these women. Like, dang. I saw that last night. I wasn't paying attention, but then I heard it, and I was like, double take, rewind. What did I just hear? So, yeah, that was pretty crazy. And Kit Gupta, why are they not promoting Hall of Fame? It seems like that. Yeah, they're pushing it here and there, but they haven't promoted it by far as heavy as they have in the last couple of years. It's very interesting to me. Like I said earlier, they don't even have a celebrity inductee this year. That's the first time in a long time. And Kit Gupta, why only one theme song for WrestleMania? Because it's what they wanted. I mean, they found one song and they just attached everything to that one song, and it really flows well. It's a good song. Good song. Robert Cathy. I get this question a lot. Will JoJo ever wrestle again? And it's an Eden Styles thing. Brandy Rhodes. She always wanted to wrestle. WWE never saw her as a wrestler and put her as a ring announcer. JoJo wanted to wrestle. They let JoJo wrestle. JoJo was not good at wrestling, but they didn't want to fire her because she's a pretty face, so they made her a ring announcer. I don't think that she will ever wrestle in WWE again. No, Laura, any predictions on NXT TakeOver Orlando? We talked about this earlier, but I can do it again really quickly. Oh, I think Sanity will probably win the 8-man. Aleister Black will probably beat Andrade Cien Almas, which I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think either of those guys need to be losing, so you should have put somebody else against Aleister Black and maybe gave Andrade Cien Almas a different match. I don't know. I see Authors of Pain retaining the tag team championships, but that's a toss-up because it could go to DIY. Asuka probably... This is a tough one. This is probably the toughest one. Asuka or Ember Moon. I think Asuka keeps the title, but it's an undecisive finish, and they keep the Ember Moon Asuka feud going. And then Bobby Roode, of course, is going to beat Shinsuke Nakamura, and that one's pretty much a lock. Pale 18400. Why Tony Chimmel's not on TV? Tony Chimmel hasn't been announcing on TV in a while. I know they did use him last year for the Raw 900 so he can do Edge's entrance when he says Superstar, because that's like the most iconic SmackDown entrance of all time, just from the way Tony Chimmel says Superstar. But yeah, I don't know why they don't use Tony Chimmel. Tony Chimmel's a good ring announcer. Now they got Greg Hamilton, who came up from NXT. Michael, what did you say? I lost your question as I was trying to read it. Michael Diamond Jr. Diamond. Who do you think will win Mania, Undertaker or Roman? Roman Reigns! Roman Reigns beating The Undertaker. You don't want to hear it, but it's probably going to happen. All right, let's see here. Oh, what is this? I might have something here for you guys. A little scoopity scoop. Give me 1 second. Jeff Hardy. So, CBS did an interview with Jeff Hardy, and Jeff was asked, what about these claims of you and your brother signing with WWE? And Jeff goes on to say, and I quote, no, because you have to go through so much testing and all of that, it's a long process. But no, we know some people there, and naturally after WrestleMania dies down, maybe a couple months from now, we'll see what's possible. But there is no truth to that whatsoever. You heard it here. Jeff Hardy told CBS Sports that it could be a couple months before they come to WWE. Not just right after WrestleMania or for WrestleMania. Now Jeff could be swerving everybody. Jeff could say this as a swerve. But like I said, Jeff told CBS Sports, while speaking with Chuck Carroll of CBS Sports, there is a chance of them coming to WWE. They need to do all the medical testing for WWE. And maybe in a couple months, we'll see what's possible. But there is nothing, he says, quote, but there is no truth to that whatsoever. Well, you heard it here. Jeff Hardy himself is saying that if they do come to WWE, it probably won't be for a couple more months. That's crazy. Most people were expecting this week. Let's see. All right, Robert, Kathy, I'll see you later. Again, thank you, Robert, for the $5 super chat donation. I really, really appreciate that. The Dark Joker, is Taker going to face Cena at WrestleMania 34? Unknown. We don't even know if Taker's going to make it to WrestleMania 34. Some are saying that he's done after this year. He loses to Roman Reigns and goes on his merry way. DeAndre Dukes, do you think WrestleMania 33 is looking better than last year or more the same? As far as the card, probably same-ish. Payl 18400, do you like this year's WrestleMania look? Are you asking about the stage? I think it's going to be cool. We haven't seen it fully lit up or anything. We haven't seen any super up-close shots or exactly what kind of tricks they have. I know on the roller coaster part, there's no, it's not a working roller coaster, but they have lights on it to make it kind of look like the roller coaster moving and stuff, so this should be cool. We need some broken brilliance in WWE. OBM8. There have been so many multi-tag team matches. Remember WrestleMania 20 when the brand split was hot and heavy. Each brand had their own tag titles, and each brand had a 4-way tag team title match. So multi-tag team matches, especially at Mania, are not uncommon. Take care, Robert, Kathy. Take care, Robert. We'll see you next time. We'll be possibly live tomorrow after the NXT show. I want to go live then. It's a good possibility. Probably will. And we'll be live for sure after WrestleMania. We might have some cool things going on there. So, Jesus, can't get over this cough. Rith thing. The Undertaker is more immortal than Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels. I don't know exactly what you can say, but I mean they're all important in their own special way, I guess you can say. You know, Hogan as far as helping bring pro wrestling and WWE into the mainstream. Shawn Michaels as far as one of the greatest of all time. And The Undertaker for his longevity and just being able to keep that same character going for so long. Yes, he changed it up a couple times and then came back to where he started with it. But they're all important in their own different kind of ways. Derek Boak. Hardy Boys come back. Do you think they'd be better off on Raw or SmackDown? What would be better? I mean, they will work on either show. SmackDown needs another big tag team because, well, not another, but a big tag team. But if Vince is in charge, I really see him just putting him on Raw. People. Will Bryan ever return again? Not in WWE. Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle again, but I don't think it's ever going to happen in WWE. Ricky Baylor. I'm taking test RN algebra. Does anybody have... All right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I think that's gonna do it for this edition of Pro Wrestling Unlimited Live, our 9th live stream. Again, if you would like to donate, help us out, help us get a new computer and a new camera so we can be doing these live streams even better, I would appreciate that. You can go to our GoFundMe, gofundme.com/helpupgradepwu. You can always donate here on the live streams by hitting that super chat button right there under the chat. And you can go to our TeePublic store and get our t-shirts. Again, we will have 3 new t-shirts coming out today, and hopefully a 4th t-shirt sometime this weekend, if not early next week. But that's going to do it for this edition of Pro Wrestling Unlimited Live. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it every time.